A very good evening to all. Right, it's a very good morning from Singapore. We have a 12 hours time difference, so it is actually 7 a.m. in the morning and it's 7 p.m. at your time. So thank you for taking your time to attend our presentation to share with you what is this gaming fun and earn or is all about. Allow me to introduce you Afflatus Interactive Entertainment. This is uh, a company that actually design gaming. So they have been in operation since 2020. Okay, so the name Afflatus is actually new ideas. That is why you can see the logo is a light bulb, and that light bulb blink. And then there is a game console. It looks like a phone, but it also looks like a Nintendo game console. So this is a very symbolic identification that what this company does. Okay, so in this presentation today, I would like to share with you how this company started, what they do, and what is this game they have launched is all about. So the story begins in 2020. This company started as an entertainment company. They developed the prototype video gaming with other companies, right? So they have launched games into the market. Then they also do uh, gaming design for electric cars. So you know that in China, in States, there are many, many electric cars, and this cars behind, there's actually games that you can play. So coming next year, the one of the electrical car brand will be launching before the Lunar New Year, and the game in that car is also a collaboration by Afflatus with a Shenzhen, China IT company. So this is the company registration. You can see that it's registered back in 2020 September, right? The link is there for you to check the company status. Yeah. So how this game idea comes from, right? Over the past 4 years, they have been designing games, launching games. By end of last year, they have decided to come out with a game on their own, right? And the reason is to build a big database. Gaming is one of the most important, or I call it most popular, social media that can attract a big community. Over the past 4 years, the working partners or working corporations with Afflatus are IT companies, electrical car companies, phone companies, AI companies, bots, etc. All are high-tech companies. So one of the idea that they wanted to launch this is to collect enough database, right? And then they can collaborate with all these working partners and allowing our players to have a first mover advantage to access these products and these services. The idea comes from a very famous man that we actually will know. His name is Elon Musk. Okay, he decided to send rockets into space on his own venture, right? He decided to migrate humans into the planet Mars, right, to bring 1 million people. So this idea comes from this concept, right? So they wanted to build a planet, okay, and bring life and society into that planet. So that is the concept of the game. So when they started, they found a name for the planet. It's called Kepler. For your information, Kepler is actually a real planet in the cosmos, in the universe. So we cannot use the name Mars because it's too obvious that we are copying from Mr. Elon Musk, so that we use a planet Kepler. So initially, they wanted to start it with a metaverse. So the marketing team advised the company IT, do not start with metaverse, because if you start with that, many people do not know how to play, right? So you start with a simple game and then you slowly evolve and develop into what you call 2D, 3D tokenization, and then into metaverse, whereby your players can follow you through. So this is the idea and the plan for the company's development, and this is how it actually started. The CEO of the company is Mr. Charles Flemings. He's an engineer background. His very, very first job, right, is Nintendo engineer, software engineer. So I believe most of us here know what is Nintendo, right? The newer, younger generation will know what is called PlayStation. So you can see all these are our IT people, okay, all our IT team, okay, they are all from all over the world, okay, from the all developer, designers, engineers, and of course we also have creative directors. Now, allow me to introduce you to the farm. Okay, so how do we access to the farm? Mobile phone, right? Must be a what you call a smartphone. So this is what you see the interface of the game. You enter into the game base. Currently, we have three major language, English, Spanish, and Chinese, the three most prominent language used on planet Earth. So we have to enter into the game via a D app, DeFi application. Why the app? Firstly, it has to be blockchain because the eventual it will be 2D, 3D, and metaverse. So we need to start with a blockchain game. Next, blockchain is transparent. Blockchain is what you call secured, right? We can't tamper with it. So we have to firstly enter into a D app via a DeFi wallet. So the advantage having a D app and DeFi wallet is security. All the tokens, all the assets that you have will be in your DeFi wallet. So no one can tamper it or actually centralize control it. It's all decentralized. So just remember your password, set up your own so-called security measures, your firewall, do not share password with other people, and no one can tamper with your account. Right? All the tokens, everything, all right, rewards, profits will all be in your own personal DeFi wallet. So to enter into the game, right, go into the app, go into a DeFi wallet like Trust, like TP token and MetaMask. Okay, go into the URL, put in the URL. Okay, or you can actually just scan. Okay, the QR code okay, that your referrer sent you, and you can actually enter into the game. You need to have USDT. You need to have a little of BNB. Few dollars would be good enough, right? Because the USDT is used to swap for gaming K token. We can't use USDT to play, okay? We have to use a gaming token to play the game. Why we need a BNB is because the blockchain network use is Binance Smart Chain. So when you want to transfer, right, your assets, your rewards, your tokens, okay, from your DeFi wallet to encash into a centralized wallet like Lbank, like Binance, okay, there will be a small fees incurred charged by Binance Smart Chain, which is about 13 cents worth of USD, okay, of a Binance coin. So you need to have these two tokens in your DeFi wallet, okay, and then you can start the game. The purpose to play this game is to build your own farm, right? Hatch your eggs, breed your chicks, and earn profits. Next is to build a bigger farm to earn rebates. Yeah. Okay, so now let me give you an introduction. How do we make money from playing this game? Very, very simple. Hatch eggs into chicks, right? There is a chamber. You can see over here is actually hatching, okay? And then we hatch eggs into chicks. And we sell the chicks for profit, right? Or you can actually breed some chicks, okay? Over 23 days, they will give you 3 eggs each. So if you have 10 chicks, you will have 30 eggs. You have 100 chicks, you will have 300 eggs. So you sell away the eggs, right? And you can actually make profit from the game. Simple. Okay. Now, let me go through some of the numbers, very easy numbers. All you need to do is to activate the game with 10 chicks or 10 eggs. I would use 100 for easy illustration. Yeah. So each egg costs $2. So if you have 100 eggs, it will be 200. So you have 10 is 20. So it's simple calculation. An incubator, right, will cost $5 for the 100 eggs. Each incubator can hold 100 eggs. Yeah. So the total cost is 205 in this simple illustration. We hatch 100 eggs into chicks in 7 days. So in 7 days, you have 100 chicks. I can sell it away. The selling price will be 230 each. Right? So there, when you sell your products, there will be a tax. The tax is 7%. It goes back to the farm. All right. And your net profit is 213.9. So you have see your cost is 205. You make 213.9. That means it's 890 over a 1 week period. That is work out to be a 4.3%. So in 7 days, it's a week. So in a calendar month, it means I can do 4 cycles. 7, 7, 7, 7, right? From 100 eggs to 100 chicks. I sell, I buy back 100 eggs, and I actually hatch it into 7 chicks again, 100 chicks again in 7 days. So in a 28 days, the ROI calculation is 17.4%. Right? So ladies and gentlemen, if you play a simple game, right, by hatching eggs into chicks and sell the chicks, and in 28 days, right, 7 days a cycle is 17.4%, right? Isn't that good, right? To have 17.4 ROI playing a game on the handphone. Yeah. So that is part one, or we call strategy one. Strategy two will be I keep the chicks. Okay, you can see there are chicks, right? So I keep 100 chicks. So that means my cost is 230. I need to have a chamber and I need to buy food for the chicks because the chicks needs to eat. If they don't eat, they become hungry. You don't expect a hungry chick to lay eggs for you, right? So you buy food for the 100 chicks over 23 days duration. That will be a 230. Okay. So the total cost is 465 to breed 100 chicks. You can buy the food over 23 days or you can buy over 5 days over daily. It's up to you, right? So you can actually buy accordingly, but you need to feed them for 23 days. So 23 days later, each chick will give you 1 egg each, 3 eggs each. So 100 chicks will give you 300 eggs. Sell the eggs, $600, right? Take away a 7% tax, right? You get back 558. Your cost is 465. You get $93 over a 23-day cycle. Shorter than a 28 days. It's 23 days, 20%. By playing a virtual game, chicks lay eggs. Yep. Now, remember we started with 100 eggs in the first first strategy. So when I have 100 chicks, can I don't sell my chicks because I can keep the chicks, feed them, right? And then they can actually lay 3 eggs for me. Yes, you can do so. So you start with 100 eggs. When you have 100 chicks, don't sell, or you can sell some of them, keep partial, and then feed them, and then they give you 3 eggs. Why that is important? Because it's a multiplier from 1 egg to 3 eggs, right? You will make more money when there is a multiplier, isn't it? 1 to 1, you make some money, but when 1 to 3, you make more. Simple logic, very reasonable. And then the cost is lower. It's lower than 465. Why? Because you did not buy chicks. The chicks is a byproduct from the 100 eggs. So when I buy 100 eggs, my cost is lower. All I need to do is to buy food and a chick chamber. So same thing with 300 eggs, I sell it for 600. Okay, I get back 558. Okay, my profit is 118 over a 30-day cycle. Why 30 days? 7 days from eggs to chicks and then 23 days from chicks to eggs. Simple. Now you realize that in a 30-day cycle, our profit is 26.82%. That is gaming profit. That is the profit that you can get. With $100, you get 26.82. With $1,000, you get $268.20. That is ROI. Yeah. But of course, this is the very 3 basic strategy that we can start off with. Yeah. Now, there are some players that who says that, well, I don't want to start with 100. It's too small. Can I start more? Of course you can. It's really up to you, right? We can also ask you to, or recommend to you, you can buy 100 eggs every day. You can see in this illustration, first to the 7th, every day I buy 100 eggs. On the 8th October, I will get 100 chicks, which comes from 1st October, isn't it? Because it takes 7 days from eggs to chicks. Okay. Now, on the 9th October, I will get another 100 chicks. And the chicks is from 2nd October. Respectively, every day I will get 100 chicks from last week's hatching. Yeah. And I continue to buy 100 eggs every day. And next week, I will get 100 chicks again. Right? 3,000 eggs in 1 month. I'll get 3,000 chicks in a month. That means I have 100 chicks every day. I have 890 every day. And as long as I continue, every day I'll get an income. I can do likewise for chicks. That means I buy chicks every day, right? But the cycle is 23 days. On the 23 days onwards, on the 24th, 25th, 26th, I will get 300 eggs every day, which means almost $100 income every day. So this is strategy 5. So you realize that this game has a lot of strategies that suits each and every player, pending your budget, pending on your strategy, pending what do you like to or how do you like to play. Next, this is a very simple table to show you eggs to chicks, chicks to eggs, and eggs to chicks and chicks to eggs, right? 17.4% in 28-day cycle, 7 days in a cycle. 23 days, you get 20%, and 30 days in 26.8%. Right, next. Okay, so this is the same. Okay, now, strategy 6. I would like to share this very important concept with you. Now, if I started with 100 eggs from day one, I spent a 205. In 7 days, I'll get 100 chicks. Right. In the first strategy, we say that we sell away the chicks and we get back profit 1-to-1, right? Not much, but there is a profit. However, I choose to keep the chicks. I buy food, I feed them. For 23 days, I get a multiplier. I'll get 300 eggs. Yes. At 300 eggs, okay, in the strategy tree, I can sell it away. Yep, and I make profit. Good. Now, alternatively, I can keep it. I just buy 3 chambers, all right? And I will actually spend $15. I keep the 300 eggs. In 7 days, I get 300 chicks. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a difference by selling 300 chicks and selling 300 eggs? One is $2, one is $2.30. Definitely. Definitely. That's why we have to understand the power of multiplier. 1:3, right? And then now it's 300:300. I have 300 chicks. I can choose to sell all. I can choose to sell 200 chicks. I can choose to sell 100 chicks, 250 chicks. It's up to you, up to the player. Now, in this example, I decide to keep the 300 chicks. I will buy 3 chambers to house the 300 chicks. I'll buy food for the 300 chicks. I will feed them for 23 days, and 300 chicks will give me 900 eggs, ladies and gentlemen. 900. So at this point, I have 900 eggs. What do? Well, my cost is 205 plus 235 plus 15 plus 705. My total cost is 1160. I can choose to sell away 700 eggs, 800 eggs, or 900 eggs. Yes. If I sell away 700 eggs, right, less 7% tax, I get back 1302. Ladies and gentlemen, I sell 700 eggs, I get back 1302. My cost is 1160. It means my capital is back. I still have a profit of 142, and I balance with 200 eggs. Nice. Right? And with 200 eggs, I can hatch them again. I get 200 chicks. And with 200 chicks, right, I will get 600 eggs. The cycle can goes on. If I choose to sell 800 eggs times $2, 7% less, I get back 1488. My cost is 1160. I make a net profit of 328. I still have 100 eggs. And this 100 eggs, I did not buy. It's a byproduct from the first 100 eggs from day one. I make back my capital. I have my profit. I still have balance 100 eggs to start a hatching cycle, right? Just a moment. I have to off the mic for Melvin. Okay, good. Now, this is how from 100 eggs to 900 eggs in 2 full cycles. So this is to show you the power of multiplier. Next, okay. So you can start the game with any kind of packages that you like, okay. But all players have to start the game with a starter pack, either egg or chicks, okay. You can even buy both if you want to, right? You just start with 10, and then of course you can bundle pack it with something called the 100 full chamber, okay. Eggs or chicks. It's really up to individual player. Can I start with 10 to activate the game, and I start with 50 chicks, 30 chicks, 10 chicks? Yes, you can. How about another 50 eggs or 60 eggs? Up to you, right? Not necessary is 100, but one chamber can keep 100, right? So this is the packages that you can actually start with, okay? So this explains the game, right? How this game is being played. Very easy, right? Now, at this point of time, anyone, do you have any question? You can unmute your mic, okay? If you have questions about the game, please feel free to raise any question before I move on to a very simple rewards plan that you can see how can it be rewarded, okay, by playing this game. No, no one? Okay, no one. Then allow me to continue. Okay, I will share with you a very simple rewards plan. Okay, now we know that when we start with the game, we are able to make profit from the game. That's nice. Next, what happens if I want to expand my farm? I share with more players, and what do I get? Okay, here it goes. If you expand your farm, you have more players under you, right? You will enjoy tax rebate and props rebate. What's that? Ladies and gentlemen, we know that in order for us to play this game, we must buy chicks, we must buy eggs. Correct. So when we buy chicks, we need to buy chamber, we need to buy food for the chicks. Correct. When we buy eggs, we want to hatch, we need to buy an incubator. That's correct. Incubators, food for the chicks, chamber for the chicks, these are called props. Right. So when we play any games, right, they are props like sleeves, weapons, bullets, whatever, right? In order to equip yourself for you to play the game better, to make yourself more formidable. So in the same thing, we need to buy props so that we can play the games. And then when we have the props, we are able to hatch the chicks. Okay? We are able to hatch the eggs into chicks. We are able to breed the chicks into eggs. Exactly. Okay. So we will get props rebate and tax rebate from all your players. Simple. This is you, right? The first chick, that's you, a very cute little chick. So you started to activate your account with 10 eggs, 10 chicks, 100 eggs, 100 chicks. You start to earn your own gaming profit. You refer some new friends. So A, B, C. So if new friends comes in, they need to buy props to play. Exactly. So when they buy props, doesn't matter how much they spend, you get 8% as a rebate. 8%. So after they have spent 7 days hatching the eggs into chick, they decide to sell it, right? Or they have breed the chicks to lay 3 eggs, they sell 300 eggs. Yes, they make money. Okay. And then you get 1%, right, of the transaction rebate. That means when they spend money to buy props, you make 8%. When they make money by selling the eggs and the chicks, you make 1%. That is your passive income, right? Now, that doesn't matter how many direct you have. You can have 10, 20, 30s, right? You can introduce as many players as possible, okay? And you get 1% and 8% from their earnings and from their spending, right? Now, what about level 2? My friends will introduce their friend. Well, they will make 1% and 8%. So what do you get? Okay. Now accumulate your position, right, and move it up to a K2. Why K1, K2? Kepler 1, Kepler 2, Kepler 3, Kepler 4. Right. So that is the name of the planet. So as a K2, what is your criteria? You need to have 100 chicks or eggs in your own account. All right. You must have 100 chicks or eggs in your own account. You must have 8 direct K1. What is K1? Player with 10 eggs and above, 10 chicks and above. They are K1. Easy? Yes, very easy. Because every player wants to play this game needs to activate with minimum 10. Yes. So some may have 100, some may have 50. You just need to have 8 players. All right. You can have 24, but you just need 8. And then they will introduce their friends, right? Okay. Because they will make the 1 and 8. Now, the whole group, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, doesn't matter. You add up all the eggs that they buy from the exchange, all the chicks that they buy from the exchange, okay, to start the game. After they sell, they buy again. That is round 2. They sell, they buy again, is round 3. So they add up, add up, add up, add up 3,000 eggs or chicks in total numbers. Doesn't matter it's eggs or chicks, right? 3,000. You becomes a K2. Well, what is the benefit of a K2? First, the first level is always 1 and 8%. The second level and down, level 3, level 4, level 5, as long as they are K1, you are K2, you will get 1% sales tax rebate and 5% props rebate. So whenever they spend money buying props, you get a 5%. Whenever they sell their eggs and the chicks, you get 1% passively. Right? So there can be players buying every day, right? Different players buy on different day. So there will be different players selling on different day. So literally every day or every other day, right? When you have an organization like this, you get paid like a pipeline. Okay. The third advantage is that you get this 1% sales rebate and 5% tax props rebate for your own as well, your own position. So if you buy props, you get a 5% rebate for your own props. That is savings. Savings is earnings. So when you got your X, you sell away your X, you get 1% extra rebate. That is extra earning. So extra earning is earning. So when you are K2, you realize you just do not make money from your whole group from rebates. You make rebates for your own expenses and sales. Wow, that's nice, right? So that's a K2. Same thing for K3. You just need to accumulate, right? You still maintain as your own position must be an active player to breed or to hatch 100 units. You must have 6 K2 from different lines. A, B, C, D, E, F. It's from different line, different depth. It doesn't matter are they from your first level or 10th level, as long as they are K2, right? You have 6 of them, okay, and you have a group accumulation of 30,000 chicks or eggs, you become a K3, right? And when you're K3, your transaction rebate and props rebate go up to 2 and 8% because you are overriding all the K1 and K2s. Okay. Even K4, right? You have no more group sales. All you need is to maintain your 100, right? So this game is very fair. It's not that when you move up your ranking, you must maintain 1,000 eggs. No, it's just keep at 100. Having 100 or more is your own assets and your own gaming profit. And then you have 5K trade from different lines. Your rebates, including yourself, will be 3% and 10% because you override K1, K2, and K3. Whenever you have a same rank, you take 5% of their team bonus because you're same rank, right? Now, K5, same 100x or 100 chicks in your own account, 4 K4s, right? And for all the K5, they're qualified, right, to receive a Tesla car model to be advised. Why Tesla? Because one of the working partners, okay, in with Afflatus. So that is why they choose Tesla. As of today, we already have K2s in our organization, right? So it is very easy to move up to K2. Now, when you are K2, there will be rebates. Some people may think that 1% and 5% is so small. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, When it comes to making money, nothing is more. Even if you are a retailer, even you sell a can of Coke, you make money. You do not see any restaurant says that I only want to sell pizza, I don't want to sell Coke because the profit from selling a can of Coke is so low. No, okay, it's numbers. Remember, I shared with you, okay, when you have you can have 3,000 eggs in a month, you can have 100 eggs a day. So I use this as an example. In your whole group, if there is 30 players who have 100 eggs a day, that means they have 3,000 eggs. Okay. Or you have enough players to reach that number of eggs in your organization. Just as a K2 making 1% and 5%, right, on the volume, you get $76.50 a day. And in a month, it's 2,295. Just based on K2 overriding, okay, all the K1s from level 2 and down. I did not include the level 1. I did not include same rank overriding. Just you override all your K1s. This is a formula. X plus Y equal to Z. So as long as you have the numbers, when you are K3, 1% and 3%, right? Overriding all the K1s. I haven't counted the K2s, right? It's 735 a day. It's 22,000 a month based on this formula, based on the same numbers. K4, because it's 1% and 2% over K1s. Yeah, you can get 7,200 a day because the numbers increase. The number of X increase. There is a wobbling 200,000 a month. Based on the same formula, based on numbers increase, okay, right? A K5 can make 70,000 a day based on 1% and 1% overriding all your K1s. Okay. Of course, you will have K2s, K3s, K4s because you override all. So it can be a very, very lucrative income, passive income. Do not think that the 1%, 5% is nothing. It's powerful. It's passive income. It's a pipeline because they need to buy props every time when they want to play. And they will sell their eggs, they will sell their chicks to get profit. So it's a good cycle. It's a good cycle, and then you will earn from this cycle. Yeah. Okay. So there are some gentle reminders that you must remember to download your DeFi wallet. Okay. We have PowerPoints, we have PDF to guide you how to download wallets if you do not know how, right? You need to have USDT and BNB from your wallet. You need to swap it into K tokens to play. Okay. Now, all these are in the gameplay. You can actually click onto the game and you can read how the game rules and regulation is all about, and then you can withdraw your profits and earnings, okay, into your own wallet. Your withdrawal will take T plus 1. All right. That means within the day. Within the day, you'll be with you. Okay. So now, how to duplicate as soon as possible into a K2s. Okay. We already have K2s. Okay. So simple. Duplicate. Whatever package you have, 10 plus 100 or 10 plus 100x plus 100 chicks. Up to you. Okay. Now start doing that and then duplicate your first line. When you duplicate your first line, you have 1 plus 8%. And then your first line will duplicate their second line. The second line duplicate their third line. Okay. As long as you hit the total number of 3,000, right, you are qualified as a K2. You start earning rebate from level 2 and down, and you'll start to enjoy rebate for yourself. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a very simple concept, having a game, okay, that how do you actually play a game, make profit from it, okay, build your farm and earn rebates from the whole game. So simple illustration, simple explanation. I hope you find this information important, okay, and it's fun, okay, and you are able to earn from it. Thank you. Chester, I hand the mic back to you. And should there be any question, anyone who would like to raise, you are free to unmute and we have a dialogue. Thank you.